Good morning, everybody. What is going on, Flip Fam? I hope you guys are off to a great week so far. I'm having a good day. I'll, I'll tell you about it in a second. Let me make sure everything looks good. Make sure everything's working. I see we got Kyle the Fountain in here, Anna Banana, Joseph Miller, aka Guppy Joe, aka King Java Mouse, aka the Bearer of Donuts. Joe brings the best donuts, by the way. Uh, good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in to another episode of Coffee with Flip. Got my coffee today. Mm. So, first of all, today's going to look a little different because I got my little munchkin with me. You want to say hi to everybody? Say hi. So, let's see. Joe said the mic's too far away. Hopefully not, Joe. Hopefully you can hear me good. Let me see if I can bump it up a little bit though. Property. Nope. Let me see. I'll get it. I'll get it set up for you, Joe. Audio output mic. Change this to 8. Let's try that. That's probably way better. All right, get back up in your chair, girl. Come on, get up here. So this will be interesting. Maisie. So first of all, this is my daughter, Maisie. Love her to death. She woke up this morning early and she desperately wanted to come to work with Dad. So here we are. Brought her to work with me. She's hanging out. Gave her my phone. My wife. We don't like giving our kids our phone. I do it way more than my wife, just because it's not good for them. And so, anyway, for this reason, it makes sense. So she's over there just chilling out, playing on my phone, and yeah. So I'm having a fun morning with her. It's been a crazy week, guys. Literally a crazy week. Um, well, geez, since we met last time, what a heavy week it's been the last 7 days. With all the things going on in our country. Um, Charlie Kirk is terrible, terrible thing. The school shooting, like there's just so much, just horrible things happening in our world right now, and it's it's sad, and I don't know. I mean, we could talk about it all day. Where you going, babe? Are you playing over there? uh, but yeah, just what a tough time for our country. You know what I mean? And just what a terribly sad thing, all around for all the things going on. And so anyway, it's just been a really heavy heart for me lately, with everything going on. Just super sad, super super sad. And then here at Flip, we had so much going on in the last week. It's insane. So big news for you guys, which I don't think we really announced it anywhere. Liv, who lives desk is right here. She's getting married, so huge shout out to her. She's getting married, I think, on the 8th of next month, I believe it is. Yeah, 1, 2, 3 weeks from today. So huge shout out to her. Congratulations to her and Andy getting married. So that's really exciting. That's something that she's really wanted for a long time, and she's been waiting for him to ask the question. So they're officially doing that. But the sad news of that is she's also leaving, so she won't be here anymore. Super super sad. Gonna miss her to death. And we'll do like a members only thing and make sure she's on camera one last time to get a good video in. And yeah, it's gonna be super sad to see her go. She's been here for like 2 years now, instrumental to our success here, and so not easy to fill those shoes. But also the exciting part of it is, we've been doing some interviews this week, hiring some people, and we've interviewed 3 people so far, all of which are just absolutely phenomenal people in their own way. And so we're feeling really good about that. So we're gonna get a lot more help here, shortly. So not only are we hiring extra people, but we're getting more. Well, not only are we hiring to replace Liv, but we're also getting extra people, which are gonna help, because we've just been like stretched thin for a long time. And so this whole transition season opens the door for us to get more employees, and it's exciting. It's cool to it's a new season. We're able to switch things up, do things differently, and I'm really looking forward to it. I mean, it's sad to see anyone go because we built such a good team. But the reality of it is people come and go, and life leads everyone in their own direction. And so I'm very excited for her and what she has going on. And it's just it's a cool season. It really is. And so I'm excited for it. And then obviously all the sad stuff that's going on in the country is just really heavy on, I'm sure, everyone's heart, but especially like my heart. I've just felt such a burden with everything that's been going on. And so it's just it's a lot. But hold on, let me switch one thing in here. Interesting. What did I do? I don't know. My back end isn't working for some reason, but I don't know why. Good morning, Jasmine. Uh, good morning to you. Guru, good morning to you. Shout out everybody. Got my Dunkin' Donuts today. Maisie wanted a smoothie, so we had to go through McDonald's to get her a smoothie. Usually I just have coffee here, but I'm like, Starbucks, McDonald's are right next to each other. I'm like, might as well get myself a little coffee today. So, you want your smoothie? Yep. She's so funny. And so, what? Your smoothie's good. So, yeah, what a you just got a commercial. Let me disable it. There's a way for me on the back end to disable monetization on the live stream, I believe, because we definitely don't want commercials popping off in the middle of a live stream. Not good at all. Uh, Guru had a question. Let me fix this live stream real quick. YouTube Studio. Yeah, because it's like glitching on my end too, which is weird. Normally it doesn't. Um, there we go. Let's do this. Off. Done. There we go. I just turned the. So you shouldn't get commercials anymore. Should be good to go now. But anyway, let's see. Guru had a question. What, babe? I'm talking to all the people online. Why? That's what Daddy does. Um, all right. Let me find it again. So Guru said, "Question: Did you ever locate any? You know, I gotta be honest. My week got so busy. So after Wednesday, that's when the Charlie stuff happened, and it just like completely tore my week apart. And then also, I think I found out right after the live stream is like it was like crazy. I think right after the live stream, I found out Liv was leaving, and then right after that, I found out like Charlie just got whatever happened to him, and it's just like. And then there was a school shooting later that day, and then my week has just been crazy ever since. So I did not look, Guru, but I will send you the females for free. If we don't have them now, then when we get them, I'll send them to you because it is the green swordtails have done good enough for us that I'll bring them back in, and I like them. So I definitely would be interested in breeding them in the near future. Anna said, "Oh, she is going to get used to the fact that she can have the phone when she comes to work with you, and you will get a permanent work buddy. Ask me how I know." Yeah, I actually I do things intentionally. Like when we come to work, like every once in a while, I'll pull up a game and play it on the computer with her. Um, we'll go ahead, like I'll teach her how to feed the fish and stuff like that. And I do always want to make it a fun experience because I really and this is actually I'll just say. So we're gonna homeschool our kids, and I think one of the most important things that you can teach kids is like hands-on experience. And so like I really want to make like one of their school days like, hey, come to work with dad, and like I could teach you like, hey, let's go over like how do you clean a fish tank and why is that important and how do you feed fish and so on and so forth and how do you run a business and how do you do numbers and stuff like that. So I really want to give all my kids firsthand experience into what it looks like to run a business, to operate a business, to work in a business, and stuff like that. So I definitely want it to be a very positive experience whenever she comes here. Like we brought her bike today, and she can ride around. She gets to see everyone and say hi. Every time she comes to work, she's like, "Will Liv and Leather be there?" And so she does love it, which is just fun. She'll take over your live videos. Absolutely, she will. Here, come here. Oh, see us right there? Yeah. You all done watching videos on my phone?
Yeah, 2 more minutes.
Oh, 2 more minutes?
Yeah.
You want to watch them for 2 more minutes? What do you have to say to everybody?
I don't want to.
You don't want to?
You.
Oh, you want me to do it?
Mhm.
Is it because you're shy?
No,
Yeah. So yeah, so I always want her to be set up for whatever she wants to do. And so if that's, hey, work with dad for the rest of her life, great. If it's she wants to be a doctor or a teacher or hey, don't touch that. You'll hurt everyone's ears.
yeah.
So whatever she wants to do. And same thing, I have a son too. He's only one, so we got a little whiles with him, but she's getting to the point now where like she gets really excited to feed the fish. And what'd you do this morning?
I don't know.
Did you catch a fish?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can do sushi.
You caught a fishy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Somebody got his pacifier.
Oh yeah, there's Milo's pacifier.
She forgot.
Yeah, he forgot it here. Here's this though. You want your smoothie? There's your smoothie. So anyway, so I love it. So fun. And yeah. It's a good time. Being a dad, highly recommend it. Um, best decision that I've ever done. So it's a lot of work. You think running a business is hard? uh, have some kids, but it is the most rewarding thing ever. So anyway, Donnie had a question. Say hello. I have a dumb question. There is no such thing as a dumb question. What size tanks are y'all keeping the guppies in? My partner and I have a bet going. Ooh, well, hey, I'm all for selling a bet. Well, you send me a DM right now, and you tell me what I'm supposed to say, and I'll make sure you win that bet. But no, the guppy tanks. I gotta think. They're on. Ooh, I'm trying to think. So we had 5 and 10 gallons when we set up those racks. And I think we used the 10 gallons for the snails and the 5 gallons for the guppies. But there might be a couple of the guppy racks that are 10 gallons. I don't think so. So I'm pretty confident most of them are 5 gallons. But that's what we keep them in. We just keep them in low. Yeah, because it's a 6 foot rack and there's 7 tanks per row. So yeah, they would have to be the 5 gallons because 10 gallons would be too big. We wouldn't be able to fit that many. So 5 gallon tanks. There you go. And cinnamon girl in the house. Haha, I said 10. He thinks it's 40. He thinks it was a 40 gallon. We do have some we do have some 40 gallon tanks that we keep guppies in, but it's not like a normal thing. And there are definitely some 10 gallons that we keep guppies in, but the majority of them are 5 gallons. Yeah, there's tons. Oh, and then Guppy Joe, we have all of his guppies in 20 gallons. So like, we got tons of stuff going on. But anyway, so super exciting. Hiring new people, which is fun for me because you get to introduce new people to the team. You get new skill set. You get new personalities. Um, you get new opportunities to help people grow. And so I'm excited. I'm super excited. So one of the people we interviewed, which who knows if it works out or not, but he has a background in like plants, and like we have been like dreaming about having someone who is passionate about plants, passionate about growing them, propagating them, taking care of them. And we had one a while ago. I don't know if you guys remember Brandon. Brandon was like our Captain Brandon was our plant guy. And I really wish he would have worked out because he was such a character. The guy was hilarious, and He was a good-hearted guy. I liked him a lot. He ended up going and getting a job at like the battery plant or something and made way more money. So like, good for him, right? Like I always want people to be able to provide for their family and all that. And what? Ooh, watch the next one. Yeah, that's a yucky song. She's funny. Um, but yeah, plants. Brandon did a great job. He really did. And anyway, to get someone new that is passionate about plants, dream come true. Like I wish there was a business like Flip Aquatics around the area when I was younger because like I would have absolutely loved it. Like absolutely loved it. I probably wouldn't have ever started a business if I had gotten into a business like this because like right up my alley, just what I want to do. And I know I always tell the story, but like I went to Disney World a couple years ago, and there was like this nature park that you have to take a train to, and they have like all these different bugs that they're breeding and displays with them, and I'm just like, that's what I want to do. That's what I want to do. Like that is the coolest job, and I'm like, I do that. What am I talking about? And so I just need to continuously work myself into the things that I'm super passionate about. And so, yeah, Joe said Brandon was the man, and he was so funny. And Donnie said plants are complicated. I'm glad you all are getting a specialist. Absolutely, it's just nice to have someone that can dedicate their time to them. Like right now, like we're all so stretched thin that it just really makes it tough. And so anyway, this season's a good season for us because we can kind of go back to the drawing board and be like, okay, like we've had a lot of these systems or schedules or processes for literally 7 years, and it's just been something that we've just not changed because like it works. Um, but now given the opportunity with the amount of changes that are coming, we're like, man, God really put on my heart that like, hey, this is a good opportunity to make the changes for the better. Like, for example, we've talked about shipping on Friday for Saturday delivery, and I'm like, man, logistically, that's a nightmare. Like, are we gonna hire a whole nother person? How are we gonna do that? Um, because everything we do, you have to double check it. And so we don't want just one person bagging and shipping, like going and catching the livestock and then shipping it without ever being double checked. And so now you need to hire two people. And and it's just like I was like racking my brain around like how do we even make this work? Like what does this look like? Does this look like me doing it? Does it look like me hiring one person and Leather has to look at it, I have to look at it? Like I didn't know. And now, we're hiring these new people, potentially three, four new people, and we can just start them on a schedule that's Monday through Friday. And now all of a sudden we can ship on Fridays and for Saturday delivery, and that's phenomenal. It gives us a whole nother shipping day of the week, which decreases the burden of every single day, plus gives people a huge opportunity to get their livestock on a Saturday. It costs more, right? Like Saturday delivery through FedEx is $16. Like it's just a $16 charge. Um, so with that, like, I don't know how many people will take advantage of it, having to pay an extra $16 for shipping. But like, if it were me and I'm so busy Monday through Friday, I would love to be able to get something on a Saturday when I'm home with the family. Especially if you're ordering it for kids, and then they're just there to open it, receive it, and get it. So there's a lot of good things about it. Patricia, welcome to the Aquarium Club. Welcome to the Flip Aquatics Aquarium Club. Thank you so much for becoming a club member. I appreciate it. Welcome to our club. And me and Emma have been meeting. We're still trying to figure out like going into this new season, um, how can we how can we make sure everyone gets value? How can we make sure that we're taking care of our club members? But also, if we're all going to be stretched a little thin, like how do we refocus and stuff like that? And so, one thing for you guys to think about, and I need to pose this in the membership tab, as far as like discounts and stuff like that. Now that we have our new shipping, I was really thinking about like, and again, we'll do a poll, but just so that because Patricia signed up for membership, I want to throw it out there. If you've been a member for so long, like maybe like every 3 months you're a member, you get free overnight shipping, or maybe instead of 20% off for Crystal Club members. It's less of a discount, but you get shipping for $10 or something like that. Like we could do things that just make it really, really convenient for you guys. But anyway, I was just kind of we're throwing out some ideas. We don't have anything set in stone yet, but we're trying to make something work for you guys. Really is what we're trying to do. Laura G had a good question. What medications do you use as general treatment for internal parasites? So there's a couple things, right? There's and it's a lot. Don't get me wrong. So let me go through them all. Our standard treatment, like everything that comes in, gets parasite killing food. So we feed it parasite killer, which is we were feeding a different type. Like Joe has a type that he uses, and they discontinued it, and so we had to switch and get a different type. So we're going through Luke's Goldies. If you've ever heard of Luke from Luke's Goldies, guy is a phenomenal human being. As far as every time I met him, like just super genuine, super nice, just a nice guy. And so he sells a food called Parasite Killer, and obviously I want to support him because every time I meet him, I'm just like super impressed by how he presents himself and all that. So I think he's a great guy. Um, so with Luke, I was like, man, let's try out his food and let's use that. So he has a food called Parasite Killer. So we feed that. I believe it's for the first 10 days that we have the fish in, which is just like, hey, if you got some internal parasites, this most likely is going to kill it. If you do have it, most of them don't have it, and they're completely fine. And then if we notice that, like, hey, they're skinny too, like, hey, we're feeding them this parasite killer, but they're still skinny, they're not gaining weight. Then we do Paracleanse, which is a Fritz product. So we'll do a full treatment of that. Maybe we'll do two treatments of that, just depending on like how skinny they look. And then if that doesn't work, there's a couple other products. We have Expel P, which is really geared towards internal tapeworms and parasites like that. And really, what it does is it just paralyzes it. They poop it out, and then you have to siphon the bottom of the tank to get it out of the tank. And so Expel P is really good. And then the other one that we use, and we don't use this one very often, but we do use it, is oh, now it's blanking. Um, it's a dewormer, Pancure C, fenbendazole. So we do use that sometimes. The only thing is like sometimes it's effective, sometimes it's not. If you could get it into their food and make them eat it, it'd be super effective. And so we do have it. Like we have like a it's like $1,000 container of this stuff. Like we ordered it, we got it through the vet, and they just ordered in a bulk pack for us. And so anyway, those are the things that we use, and we use like potassium permanganate (PP). We use that, but that's not for necessarily for parasites. That's more like columnaris and stuff like that. But yeah, we have a decent amount of medications that we do use because sometimes some medicines work and others don't, and other times these ones work but those ones don't. It's just like husbandry or caring for live animals, especially fish. There's just a lot of situational things. It's not like, hey, this is the one way to do it. uh, Eventually it'd be nice to have like an actual biologist that can take a dead fish, look at it under a microscope, and tell us like, oh, this is the parasite it actually has, and this is how we're going to treat it. Because right now we don't have that, and that would be phenomenal. That'd be game changing for us. But all good things come in time, and it's not time for that right now. Hey, good morning, Bear Bottom Branton. BBB is in the house. Laura said, do certain clubs based on how long they've been a member and they get a percentage discount. So, Laura, our club membership is based on your level. So, like if you're a club member, you get 10% off. If you're a core club member, you get 15% off. Or if you're a Crystal Club member, you get 20% off. And so, and that's just like you sign up and you can go look at the code and you can use it for the whole month. And then every month you have a new code. And so sometimes, like if you're placing, say, a $200 order and you get 20% off, you're saving $40, and club membership is 25. So like you're making 15 bucks. And so like I'm not saying like, hey, sign up for membership just to save money, but like it is something that we always want to take care of the people that just support us every month. just because they love us and want to be a part of what we're doing, and so that's why we do it. Donnie said, thanks for the Luke's Goldie's tip on. Oh my God. Yeah, yeah. The food's great. I mean, we just switched to his food maybe like 4-ish weeks ago, and seems to be working really well. I like using things for like a couple months to make sure. But again, I think Luke's a phenomenal guy. I don't think he would sell a bad product. And so if he's been selling it this long and has success with it, and he uses it for all his stuff, then hey, I'll definitely use it. So if anything changes, I will let you guys know though. Joe said, "Can I get free shipping when I pick it up in person?" Just kidding, lol. Yeah. So Joe brought some delicious donuts yesterday, by the way. Like absolutely phenomenal. As soon as he pulled in the parking lot, I normally go and get lunch at the time he was coming, and I was hungry. So you coming back up? So man, I crushed sprinkled donut. My kryptonite, sprinkled donuts all the way. I don't know why. I don't know if it's a childhood thing, but something about like white frosting or vanilla frosting, sprinkles on top, cake donut. Ooh, how's that sound, Maisie? That sounds good. Um, so anyway, I guess in other news, we just did a video, which I don't know if you guys saw it. It was top five livestock that we sell. So like top five pets that we sell for freshwater aquariums. And so literally, I went based on our last 90 days, looked at our top products. Hey, sit down, you crazy thing, you. And I was shocked. What are you doing? Look at this one. This is the one that they look at. You're funny. You like being on camera with Daddy? She's funny. So let's tell them a story real quick, okay? Is your nose running? Yeah. You wanna drink your smoothie and watch your show? Okay, here. Wow. Where are your shoes at? You took them off? Are you serious? Oh, just in case. Oh man, she's 3 going on 4. You turned 4 in 2 months, right? Look at her. She's all about. Here, I'll put you right there so you can be on camera then. No, now she's gonna show off for you guys. Just wait. Just wait. Um. Okay, so let me get back to it. So top five, and I did individual livestock. So I see Joe just said something about the guppies. If you do it based on who, I might have to look at that like top five uh, fish types like barbs, cories, guppies, endlers, mollies, swordtails, platies, like all that stuff. I would be interested. I would be interested to see. You're so funny. Well, hold on. You sit right there for a little bit. 2 more minutes,
Yay! I did
and then Daddy will let you come sit with him.
one.
Here. Sorry, guys. I mean, I'm sure you guys don't mind, but anyway, so getting back to the top five, I was shocked, right? Like cherry shrimp number five, which I was surprised that wasn't higher, right? Like cherry shrimp are always a huge seller for us. I think a mono shrimp would have been up there, but we were sold out of them most of like the last 90 days or 60 days, whatever I pulled the data from. And so those are normally a really good seller for us, but they they were mostly sold out. So now they're back in stock. So maybe in 60 days it would look different. But cherry shrimp being number five, I was like, oh my gosh, like that's kind of crazy. And then Daphnia was number four. I was like, that's crazy. And then from there, like it was all stuff that I expected, like otocinclus, pygmy cories, and pea puffers. Those are all things we talk about a lot that I love, and it makes sense that they were good. Like like as we were going through it, she's like, Rob, all these things are things that you talk about, so it makes sense that they're in the top five. I'm like, it's an interesting way. Maze, you're crazy, girl. You want to sit with me? You can sit with me, but you can't act crazy, all right?
Okay.
So if you guys are just tuning in, it's my daughter Maisie. I did bring her to work today. Well, I didn't have to. She woke up early, and she woke up like when I was going to work, and she's just like, "Can I go to work with you? Can I go to work with you?" And I was like, I don't care. Like, you can come to work with me." And then, um, I usually go get lunch that's real close to our house, and so I was just gonna run her home then. But then it gives my wife a little break in the morning, gives her more time to get things done, and you, you showing off for everybody. You're funny.
Just like monkey.
Just like a just like Monkey, she loves Donkey Kong. Like, it's her favorite. Every day, I got her. So if you guys have this is a hint for all you parents out there, or soon to be parents. If if you want to do something, like, I love video games. I don't get the hey, calm down, all right? Here, you want to watch this right here?
Yeah.
Okay, you watch this right here. Hold it. If you want to do things that are your hobbies, you got to convince your kids that that's a hobby they want to do. So I absolutely love video games. I don't get to play them anymore just 'cause I'm so busy with kids, with um, work, with church, all the things that I'm doing that I just don't have time. But I've I do have time when I'm like spending time with the kids. So I've convinced Maisie that, like, hey, you wanna play a game with Daddy, and she just sits there and watches me, and like I'll let her play a little bit, but we play like, hey, watch your show. So we play Donkey Kong, we play Zelda. I got her a Bluey game. She loves Bluey, and they came out with like a Switch game, and so we play that together, and it's all games that, like, Zelda's the one game that I like. All the other ones are games that she likes, and as long as we're playing a game and having fun, it's good. um Kyle said, I wish I had that opportunity with my son, and it's like, yeah, like, that is the that is the one good thing about owning your business, is it does give you more freedom to spend time with your kids, and that's what it's all about. You got to make the best of it. It is good. Like, you can't pass up moments like this, right? And so I just love it. But hey, guys, this is still your time. So any questions that you guys have, feel free to drop 'em. Hey, your smoothie's spilling. Pick up your smoothie quick. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Didn't spill it. Hey, you want to play your duck game? So this is also the funny thing. So me and her, again, trying to get her to play games. So there's this game on my phone that it's like a matching game, and we call it a duck game because it has a picture of a duck in it. And you just have to match. You have to make 3 sets of matches, and there's a bunch of like objects. And so every night before bed, I'd be like, "Hey, you want to play the game together?" And so we'll play it. So the only thing is, no, you do it. You do it. The only thing is, it's one of those games that you can buy stuff, and every once in a while I'll be like, "Hey, play this game," and then next thing I know, like, she spent $3.99 on a bunch of like random stuff that I don't even know what they do. So you can't be mad about it though. Does Maisie have a chosen power animal yet? I fully endorse flying pigs. Maisie, what's your favorite animal? You don't know? Is it a dog? Is it a cat? A
No.
chicken?
No.
A giraffe?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a giraffe.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's good. Favorite animal's a giraffe. Do you want it to be a flying giraffe? Yeah. Yeah, Bluey's the best. Um, there's this one Bluey episode that's like an actual full length. I'm sorry, guys. I won't bore you with all the details, but we're getting off track. But I'll just say real quick, there's a full length episode of Bluey. It's like 30 minutes long or something, and it's about how, like, they're selling their house and they're moving, and then at the last second the dad decides to make a change and just be like, no, we're staying, and everyone's so happy and they're excited, and it's about not taking this job even though it makes more money because it just pulls them away from the family. And so we always watch that, and it always makes me sad because I think there's been points in my life where I've also been that way. I'm just like, hey, like we need to do this. I need to work more because I'm trying to accomplish this thing, and it's all about having your priorities right. So now my priorities are in a good place, and it's pretty good. Dude, spoilers. Yeah, it's so good. No, I'm entertained. Donnie said. Have you seen Hilda, Rob? Another great show. That's one on Netflix, I believe. Have you ever watched Hilda? I don't think Daddy's seen it before. Have you ever seen a show called Hilda? You have? Well, apparently she has. Or she's just saying she's seen it. Oh my gosh. iMac. I'm being dead serious. I literally cry. I think I've watched it a couple times. The first two times I cried. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie, because it is sad, and it really they do a good job. They do a good job. Uh, Silent or Silent, I think is maybe what it's trying to say. But we'll say Silent said, "Is there any actual difference between gold laser and orange laser, Corey? Thinking of mixing them." So I will say this, like for sure there has to be a difference, but I certainly am no expert on the matter. Let me do a quick Google search, and I'll just or quick AI search. Love ChatGPT, by the way. It is a very helpful tool, but you have to fact check it. Difference between gold laser quarry and orange laser quarry. I just see what it says. Who knows if it will actually be right. Um, let's see. Both gold laser and orange laser refer to the same species, CWO10. That is, they are not distinct scientific species, but color morph names of the same laser quarry group. So again, and this is just AI. So like I don't know this for sure, but I think basically what it's saying is um, a laser quarry is a laser quarry, and then you can breed it into morphs. So like cherry shrimp, right? Like from cherry shrimp you can or we'll use chocolate shrimp. From chocolate shrimp you can make Bloody Marys, you can make fancy blues, you can make green jades, and so like you can breed all these different colors out of one original type, and it's seeming like that's the big difference is it's just a color morph. So like they're just uh, selectively breeding it for a gold color versus an orange color. You crazy? You gonna ride your bike? Why don't you put your shoes on and try to ride your bike? No. So you guys get the full experience today. So full-time dad mode right now. Actually, it's pretty easy. Oh, don't be spending money, girl. What's you doing? There you go. She's funny. Gonna grab a coffee real quick before the first meeting. Well, iMac, enjoy your coffee. I got my pumpkin cream cold brew today. Although I'm allergic to dairy, and I don't like get sick and throw up. Like I get like inflammation, swelling. My fingers hurt. My ankle hurts. My shoulder hurts. But hey, small price to pay. You lost? Daddy doesn't want to try. Daddy will try after he's done. You don't want to try? Here, do it one more time. It is fun. Bare Bottom Brand says, yes, all the laser quarries are Aeneas, just various color morphs. Well, hey, there you go. Rob, you can't eat cheese? I'll die. I'd die. Yeah, it's absolutely awful because I love cheese. To be honest, love cheese. Love a cheeseburger. Love cheese on everything. Salad with cheese. Um, it's amazing how many things have dairy in it. And so like you wouldn't even think why does a cold brew have dairy in it? It's because like there's like obviously the cream up top, and so like there's like even the pumpkin syrup has some in it. I'm like, oh my gosh, like this is terrible. And so luckily it's I don't have like a crazy reaction to it, but like I'll drink this and then tomorrow morning I'll wake up and I'll be like, ooh, why is my ankle sore? And it's because I drank this coffee. So Every once in a while, it's worth the small price of a sore ankle for a day. Why you got Milo's pacifier in? Here, good job. Hey, you hold this. Um, Patricia said, "Have you started the Sunday spiritual practice sessions yet? I've been down with some surgeries and recovering and didn't know if I'd missed them." Ha- it's funny you say that. I didn't even know that I was doing that. But I love that idea. I've been meaning to do like a daily devotional type thing. And no, I haven't done it that yet. But it is something I would truly love to do, and I've been meaning to do it. And it's just I need a lot of things to come together for it to make sense, especially in the current season we're in with like hiring people, training people. But I think on the other side of this, it's gonna be great. So there's just so much going on. Um, Even with like our fish rooms, like first of all, like taking care of livestock, it's not an easy thing. She's funny. So like, hey, if you're gonna sit with daddy, you gotta be quiet, okay? Yeah. Yeah, you can talk, but you gotta be quiet. So, um, okay, so think of this, right? You got very few people in the world have experience with caring for livestock at the level that we care for livestock, right? So it's not an easy thing. So even think of like us importing fish. Fish fish have so many different illnesses, so many things that could go wrong. Um, like it's near impossible to even have like a guide of like, hey, here's this illness, here's what you treat it for. Here's this illness, here's what you treat it for. Because like even like it could be easily can easily look like something else, and I forget all the names while I'm sitting here. Um, but there's just so many things that it could be, and so just teaching someone to diagnose that and how to treat it and what that looks like that's not easy. And so what we're trying to do right now is come up with as many processes, as many systems as possible. And a lot of them, like we have the processes, we just don't necessarily have them updated in our system, like a training manual, like, hey, here, take this and this explains it, and then we can actually go through it. Oh yeah, will you draw dad a picture? Oh, thank you. Right on here, anywhere on here. And so trying to do that and trying to like take our mind and put it on paper in a way that someone can actually legibly read it and understand it is a lot. And again, like there just aren't people out there that have like I mean there are, but there's not a lot of people out there that have the knowledge that it takes to care for fish specifically at the level we care for them. Now, plants, you if you have someone that's passionate about it, you can teach them it, and it's pretty easy. Snails, same thing, pretty easy. Shrimp, same thing, pretty easy. Live food, same thing, pretty easy. But fish, there's so much that can go into fish, that can go wrong with fish. There's so many things that you have to watch and monitor for. So it's a very complicated thing, and we're trying to figure out a way to make it not complicated. And I see a lot of people ask me about the dairy allergy I have. So I don't know for sure is the short answer, but I think I'm allergic to like the protein in dairy. Like my body just can't digest it, and that's normally what causes the inflammation because like a lot of okay, good job, babe. Here, draw it. You've been learning how to do a C. Why don't you draw a C for dad? That's a 1. And so yeah, can't eat cheese, no dairy, no nothing. All right, come sit back over here. Yeah, in here. Draw a picture. You don't want to draw a picture? Here, scoot back and you can draw it right there. And then here, I'll give you some colors. That's what you gotta do. Just don't color on yourself or we'll get in trouble. Okay, put the cap back on when you're done though, okay? Yeah, there you go. Um, Patricia said, "Sorry, I thought you had mentioned doing that in a monthly members meeting a couple of months ago. I totally understand the need focus on training, but when you talked about it being a fisherman, it touched my spirit and was looking forward to it. So 100%, 100%. So, um, hey, maybe Patricia, you bringing that up is just a reminder that like, hey, this is really important. I need to start doing it. And so, so yeah, let's. I got you. I got you. Uh, Joe said, sounds like too much iron in the system. If you have fish in the tank, you may not need the easy green. So let's see what Silence said. Try to do planted tank. Duckweed took over, but more even the duckweed melted. But black hair algae is thriving. Any guess on what is off? I was using easy green, no CO2. Whew. It oh my gosh. She she did the one thing I didn't want her to do. Look at this arm. Look at this. I don't know if you can see that. All yellow. Your mommy, your mommy is gonna give me a hard time. All right, only draw on this. You can draw by yourself, but you can't draw on yourself. Yeah, you. You draw on here. So with plants, it's very much trial and error. So it could be your water parameters, right? Like there could be something in your water um, that is just throwing your whole system off. Yeah, you did a good job. And so for me, what I always do is like water is the number one thing. Start with that, and and then you can diagnose from there. So figure out what's in your water. Maybe try switching to reverse osmosis water, something like that. But it's look at her. You want music with it? No. Um. So could be iron, absolutely. Because bare bottom's jumping in there too. So think of algae. The best way to look at it, which Lucas Bretz is the one that drove this home to me, is algae is nature's equalizer. And so algae will always form. Maisie, hey, hey, you gotta be quiet, okay? Will you be quiet for daddy? Okay, there you go. So algae is nature's equalizer. So if there's something that is imbalanced in the aquarium, like iron, then I know there's not music with it because they're not on. Here, you want me to turn it on for you? Here, I'll put music on for you. Let's see if this does it. Disney songs. It's the little things, right? So anyway, the 20th time I'm saying it, algae is nature's equalizer. So if you have too much iron, there has to be something that neutralizes that excess iron, and that's where algae comes in. And same thing with like too much phosphates, and so on and so forth. Like whatever the imbalance is, algae is going to form to combat that imbalance. And so, and algae isn't necessarily bad. I mean, it doesn't look great in an aquarium, but like how often do you see streams and lakes with no algae? Like there's algae everywhere. Like it's just a natural thing. And so so sometimes algae can be beautiful, right? Like I think it was Rachel O'Leary used to have like a blackbeard algae tank that just looked phenomenal. And so it's just all about like, obviously we don't want algae in our aquarium because we want these beautiful plants and things like that. But then really what you need to accomplish is the perfect balance. And what is the perfect balance? And that's maintaining all the correct levels and dosing correctly, and boom, you get a pretty good balance. And so the approach that I take is the natural approach is I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do, and the plants are gonna grow to the point that they can grow. And if there's not enough nutrients, then they're not gonna grow anymore. And then as the fish population grows, so like that's why I love live bears so much because as the fish population grows and there's more ammonia means that there's more NO2, which means there's going to be more NO3, which the plants are going to use to grow more. And so like you see like our 300-gallon tank that's behind the live stream area, You see all these plants that are thriving, you see all these fish that are thriving, and it's like a balanced ecosystem. And like as there's less fish, we feed less, the plants aren't going to grow as much, maybe some are going to die back. But then it's like it's this balance, right? And so, and don't get me wrong, like we fertilize here and there, but I look at fertilizer as like a substitute. Like when there's big rainstorms in nature, they go down the rivers and it pulls minerals from the river down into the lake. And so like it's all about kind of creating like this perfect ecosystem, or at least a natural ecosystem. But algae is also a naturally occurring thing in the wild. And so for me, that's what's fun for me. I never get too stressed out about algae. Obviously, I don't want my whole tank to be like just tons of algae everywhere. Um, just making sure she doesn't watch anything crazy. And so yeah, you just gotta have fun with it. You gotta embrace it. And if you're like Silent was saying, like it's been a nightmare, had it up for a year, and like just a lot of issues. Um, I the best place you could start is, and I know it sounds taxing and expensive, but the best place to start is just with your water. Like make your water and reverse osmosis water. You can get an RODI unit. If you don't want to do that, which a lot of people don't, you could get distilled water from the store. 1 gallon jugs, less than $1. Get a bunch of those. Get 20 of them. Um, Dump them into a 5 gallon bucket. Remineralize it. We use the Shrimple GH and KH Plus. That's our brand of stuff. And we use that to remineralize our water. Let it sit for 24 hours. Boom. Your water's perfect. And then it's just fertilize it. Just dose it. And then you know that nothing should be off balance. And then if you start seeing deficiencies in your plants, you'll start seeing like holes in the leaves, or leaves turning yellow and stuff like that. And then like, ooh, that is caused by a nitrate deficiency or a phosphate deficiency or iron deficiency or whatever it is. And so then you can combat issues of deficiencies instead of trying to combat issues of, hey, I have too much of a mineral and now I have this algae everywhere. So um, to operate from a place of having not enough is a lot easier than operating from a place of having too much. And so that's what I've experienced. And in no way am I saying that I'm some plant guru or expert. I'm just a guy that has a bunch of plant tanks, and like at the end of the day, I'm just a hobbyist at heart. So these are just things that I've experienced through the years of doing it. And if my experience can help you, then that's great. She's watching Moana. Uh, Oink Master's in the house. What's going on? Oink Master said, for all who live in places with well water and very old pipes, like me, remember that the composition of those pipes might leach extra stuff in your water that may need to be filtered out. So that's a great point. Uh, I highly recommend everyone that uses tap water to have a sediment filter. Pretty easy to install. You can do it yourself. You can have a plumber do it. Sediment filter, super important. Just gets a lot of the big stuff out of the water, a lot of the organics that it can get out. So that's one thing. And then the next thing is a carbon tower. If you don't have chloramine in your water, then you could just do coconut carbon. It's pretty cheap. You have to change it, in a normal house, you have to change it like once every 2 years or something. Or you could probably even go longer than that. For us, we change it once a year because and we have like multiples. So like if we only had one, we'd probably have to change it more often. Um, but carbon tower, sediment filter before the carbon tower is what we do. Just because it's cheaper to replace the sediment filter than it is to break down a whole carbon tower, spray it out, refill it back up. And we use catalytic carbon, which is it's the most expensive type of carbon. And we use that because we have ammonia in our water from chloramine. And so we have to try to strip out as much ammonia as possible. We don't get it all, but we get the majority of it. And the stuff we don't get, it just goes through the normal cycle in an aquarium, the nitrogen cycle. So it's fine. So anyway, Bare Bottom Brandon said, "Have you tested your tap water?" I don't know if you're talking to me, but of course we've tested our tap water, and our tap water is like surprisingly soft. So like we get like I want to say it's like a 3 GH and like a 1 or 2 KH, but then our pH is like 7.8. So they're like pumping it full of stuff that boosts the pH up, just so it calcifies the pipes, and then they don't care from there. So we're in a unique situation, but we rarely use just straight tap water. Hey, look, we got Madison in the house. Hey, Madison. Oh my gosh. Uh, Madison is like our resident troll. She's always trolling. Well, I guess it's just me she trolls. She doesn't troll anyone else. She loves the girls. But yeah, where are they, Robert? Uh, well, Madison, super sad news. Liv's leaving us. She's getting married on the 8th of next month, and then after that, she won't be returning. She's gonna her and her future husband. He has a bunch of rental properties and other business opportunities that he wants to do, and she's gonna really help him with that. And maybe she'll do something else too. I don't know. But uh, Leather should be coming up the steps any minute now. She goes on lunch at 12, so maybe I'll stay long enough that if she comes up at 12, she could say hi to everybody. And then Emily's just working away. I know, Madison. I know. It is sad. Oh, iMac. Yeah, you weren't here at the beginning, so new for you too. Yeah, it's super sad. Always tough to see someone go, especially somebody like Liv who is so instrumental to our success here. And yeah, huge shoes to fill. Obviously, you're not going to fill them, but we can get more people that can lighten the blow. And so anyway, we're gonna we're actually gonna hire two people to replace Liv, and hopefully that will help lighten the load. So it'll be good, but super sad to see her go. She's been here for 2 years, been a huge part of what we do, and has just done a great job. So sad to see her go, but hey, everybody has to do what they're called to do, and she's going where she's called to be, and you can't be mad at her for that. So cheers, old Livy, or as our UPS driver would say, Lizzo. I don't know why. Yeah, I think he thinks her name is Liz, and so he always calls her Lizzo. Madison said, "Wish her nothing but the best. Hopefully, she'll stick around the Discord." Yeah, no, I mean, it's not like we're leaving on bad terms or like she hates me. Like, at least I hope not. I mean, that'd be terrible. Um, but I'm sure that she'll still be around, and at least I hope so. So we'll see. We'll see how it all goes, but hopefully she'll still be around, and we can still pick on her and have fun, and it'll be good. But I'm excited for her. I think she's gonna do a lot of big things. I think she's gonna be very successful in whatever she decides to do. And I know that she's super excited to be a mom, and so hopefully they can start pumping out babies right away, and just have fun with that. So again, wish her nothing but the best, nothing but the best. And we'll probably do one of our members only videos in the next couple of weeks. I'm gonna try to get Liv to do it, and it'd be like her farewell, and just take you guys through, and we can talk about memories. Maybe I'll have M edit up some old members only videos and do like the best of Liv. I don't know. We'll have fun with it though. So yeah, it'll be great for her. I'm really happy. I mean, God works all things for good, and I fully believe that, and I know that it's gonna work out for her, and it's gonna work out for us. Hey, just Leather, they all want to see you. They all want to say hi. Madison's like, where is everyone? Well, come on up here. Say a few words. Here, I'll turn it
No, I
sideways.
do have something funny to say. I downloaded this app on my phone to like clean up all your duplicates and your like really big videos and stuff. The amount of Daphnia videos I just deleted off of my phone is kind of embarrassing, actually.
Oh my gosh.
uh,
Yeah, if you guys didn't hear that because it was quiet, Leather's phone is full, and so she had to delete a bunch of stuff, and she had tons of Daphnia videos. You just love the Daphnia.
I do. If you go to my office on Discord, it's like just a bunch of videos of Daphnia.
I love it. Well, Madison was missing you, and she's like, "Where are they, Robert?" And I told him about Liv, and everybody's sad about that. But
Sad day.
yeah. But Leather's still here for now. Hopefully she stays, but you never know. You never know. So
Somebody's got to keep the fish alive.
somebody does have to keep the fish alive, and Leather doesn't trust it to be me. Well, hey, have a good lunch break.
I know.
Thanks for stopping in. Maisie's listening to her music. Isn't that funny? She put my headphones on. She's like, music, music. Yeah, she don't mess around. Here, here, let me. I won't mess with it, but she's having the time of her life. Hey, Silent, thank you so much. Super chat 4.99. Thank you so much. Said thanks for the answers. Any chance for Snow White and Sisterus, um, which is bristlenose plecos for all of you that don't know, becoming available? Do you source fish from hobbyists? How have you dealt with tariffs? So, um, Snow White and Sisterus. I mean, we do really well with plecos as far as like people want them. Um, we import them from all around the world, and they tend to be pretty expensive to import. There's really no good like mass produced Sisterus out there except for like the common stuff. And when it comes in, it's like, will it come in good? Will it not come in good? Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. And so do we plan on bringing it in? Absolutely. Snow whites are definitely on the list. They're super cool, and we do have albinos. I think albinos are the ones we have up there now, but they're not like the snow whites that you were talking about. They're similar. And then do we source fish from hobbyists? Absolutely. So we like our super red bristlenose plecos we get from a. Your feet are dirty. Well, here, put your shoes on, girl. Oh gosh. Yep, just one. Good job. So I love buying from hobbyists as long as hobbyists, have enough supply that it makes sense. Like we can't buy 3 bristlenose plecos. Like maybe like 30 is like the minimum, and we don't want to be like, hey, let's buy this one time and then you won't have any more ever. So like we want it to be like a reoccurring thing. Maze, don't do that, girl. Okay, you can get one sticker. I'm such a softie. And then how have we dealt with tariffs? I mean, you just pay them. Like it just is what it is. Uh, it's not fun, right? It's not fun. Uh, but I mean, just another cost. And so, you pay 25% here, 15% there, 50% here and there. No, I don't think any of them are 50%. But yeah, like our import agent just deals with all that. So when it comes in, you pay it, you get it, and your sticker's not there? Oh no. What are you gonna do? Hey, go see where Liv is, and then come back. So anyway, yeah, the tariff thing, like, I mean, and I don't want to get into politics, and I certainly don't want politics to come through the chat, like, just because like that's not what this is about. Um, but I mean, it's just an expense. You just have to pay it. You just have to work it into the price. If you can't work it in the price, you can't sell it, and you just have to find a different product. And so, luckily for us, like our stuff, the majority of our cost is shipping. So like, we might order, let's say 3,000 neon tetras, and they might only cost us $40. They're not actually that cheap, but let's say 3,000 neon tetras is, I don't know, $300, right? So then you pay 50% tariffs on that. Now it's $450. But then the shipping is $700. So like all of our money is going to the shipping, not necessarily the fish, and then that's how we work it in. And so we're lucky in that sense. The majority of our cost isn't the product; it's the actual shipping. And they don't charge a tariff on shipping. So that's, if they did, that would really hurt. And so it makes it convenient for us. Um, and I feel bad for people that are really getting hit with it hard. But what can you do? Just there's no reason in like being upset about it, crying about it. You just figure it out. That's business. There's expenses all the time that just get thrown at you. For example, you order in. We had this happen. We ordered in 1,000 CBDs and they all come dead. What what do you do with that? Like again, our majority of our cost is shipping. They don't refund us for shipping. They might credit us for the livestock, but sometimes they don't, right? And you figure it out. You have to. If you can't figure it out, then that's why people go out of business. And so you constantly have to be working ahead of it and be strategic about how you do it. Be a good steward with what you have, and never overextend yourself. And so anyway, that's just a long form answer, but super appreciate the super chat. Means a lot. Thank you so much. It really helps us in a lot of ways. Um, what's the process of being a supplier for y'all? Laura G said. Honestly, just reach out to us. Just send us an email, shipping@flipaquatics.com. Let us know what you have, and we're always willing to work with anyone as long as it's something that's going to be, again, we don't want one-time transactions. Doesn't mean we won't, but it's not like our ideal thing. And so, hold on. Hey, Faith, do you see Maisie? Oh, okay, perfect. Thank you. I was just making sure Maisie wasn't getting into trouble. Um, so yeah, so like if you just send us an email, we're more than happy to work with you and figure something out. Especially when you guys come through the YouTube channel. Like if just a random person emails us and is like, hey, I want to sell to you because this is my business model. We're like, who are you? And then it's not like a natural thing. And so doesn't mean we don't do that. But yeah. Um, let's see. I know there were some other questions. Anything leaving quarantine this week? Um, should be a lot of stuff leaving quarantine this week. We have a ton of stuff that I need to list. We've just been so busy. Like all the mollies, swordtails, platies. There's a lot of different varieties that I have to list. There's a couple miscellaneous fish like the toothpick fish, and so there's a lot of stuff that should be going in stock this weekend as long as I have time to list it. And then as far as quarantine, let me actually check. I hear Maisie having fun with Liv. Maisie's gonna miss Liv so much. Every time she comes to work with me, she's like, "Is Liv there? Is Liv there? Is Liv gonna be there? Where's Liv?" Let me see. Sort by import date. So 9/15, those ones won't clear. 9/8. So the things that we have clear in quarantine, it's just common stuff. We did a huge shrimp import, and so we didn't bring in a ton of stuff that week. But we got Otocinclus, cardinal tetras, green cubitais, coolie loaches, the leopard danio. I think those are sold out right now, so those will be going back into stock, and then panacories. And all that stuff will clear quarantine as long as it's healthy. Which I haven't heard anything about any of it being not healthy, so it should all clear. And then the previous week we left a few things red, so we didn't put it back into stock because like it needed more time to stabilize, maybe more time for treatment. So we have a bunch of CPDs that should be going back into stock, a bunch of Mira rasboras that should be going back into stock, and that's it. And then maybe some blue axolotl will clear quarantine. So yeah, definitely a few things. And then I haven't done the import orders for this coming week yet. I need to do them today. And so we'll probably have some stuff coming back in. I might do some more shrimp this week, something like that. And so yeah, so it's good stuff. Let me answer another question, then I'll get off here because it actually is after 12 o'clock. So Madison said, "Hey, Queen." It's all leather. So um, are you going to sell green water cultures? Yes, we've been like talking about it for a long time, and I actually need to write a note to myself. Green water. We have so much green water right now that we could sell cultures. Sorry, I'm sure that killed your ears, and I apologize. But um, anyway, that's what I got for you guys. So green water coming soon. A lot of fish coming soon. I appreciate y'all hanging out with me. The leopard danios are regular fin. They're not long fin. But we could bring in some long fin for you. I'm happy to do that. Long fin leopard danios. Maybe after these ones sell through, the next time we bring them in, we'll bring in the long form variation. Anyway, thank you guys so much for hanging out. Hopefully you enjoyed Maisie being here. If if it was exhausting for you and you're like, come on, Rob, just talk. Next week we'll be back to normal. I won't bring her next week on Wednesday. But anyway, that's what I got. Thank you guys so much for your support. Thank you for hanging out with me for the past hour and just enjoying some time together. This is always, relaxing for me and just being able to hang out and just talk about whatever you guys bring up and whatever's on my mind. So I appreciate it. You guys make it a great rest of your week. As always, God bless. And we'll catch you on the flip side.